in my point of view, if we have green card, so we should not get student visa if I want to continue studying in master program in the US, isn't it?
No, you can be a student when you apply for the EB-3 green card. You know, the student visa is a non-immigrant visa, and the EB-3 is an immigrant visa. So they're two different types of visas. So you can do them both at the same time. And a lot of students do it. A lot of students in America do this, so that when they finish university in America, they'll be permanent residents and can apply for any job they want.
I think it's like this, Tyrone. If he gets the green card already, then he doesn't need the student visa. Correct?
That's yeah, of course. That's right. Yes. So if you have a green card, you are just like an American citizen. You don't need any special visa to study.
Okay, Ririn as PR. Ririn, can you elaborate what you're asking? Maksudnya apa ya? PR tanda tanya terus maksudnya iya PR, green card itu PR. Ada and then this is I will answer in bahasa. Urus SKCK bisa karena apa? Karena saya kan udah ini semua orang ngurusnya di Polda minimal. Kalau untuk kerja di luar negeri harus Polda. Gitu, Polda. Kalau Polda atau Mabes. Kenapa saya kan kita udah ngurus sama orang-orang ini semua Polda, nggak bisa Polsek. Perlu sertifikasi IELTS TOEFL? Enggak lah, kan udah dibilang tadi. Tyrone, sorry, let me speak in bahasa. Tyrone,
please,
yeah,
no problem.
IELTS TOEFL, no, because
No
this
problem.
is an unskilled job. You don't even have to speak English fluently. Yeah, please don't say just yes,
That's right.
yes, no. Yeah, but yeah, moderately speaking English is fine, you know. Labor certificate, okay. Tyrone, so can you explain a little bit about labor certificate? So it's not, the labor certificate is not
Sure.
obtained from the employer, but the employer submitted the application to the Department of Labor, correct? Okay, can you just explain a little bit more?
Right. So the first step is in the process is you have to get permission to work in America. And the employer in America, the company, they have to get permission to hire a foreign worker. So they take your application, you know, your information, and they take their company information and they apply to the US government's Department of Labor. And they have to prove to the Department of Labor that, one, they're a real company, and two, that they need to hire foreign workers because they can't find American workers. When they prove this, then you get a labor certificate that says, you know, that you're allowed, that this company is allowed to hire you, and you are a foreign worker, and you're allowed to work in America. However, so once you have the labor certificate, you still need a green card to come to work in America. So the government has approved you and the company to work, but then you need the visa. You need a permanent residency. So after we get the labor certificate, then we apply for your green card. So it's a two-step process. First, we have to get permission for the company to hire you and support you. And then two, we have to apply for your green card.
Oke, ada. Jadi gini ya, jadi labor certificate itu yang apply adalah company-nya. Jadi company itu apply bahwa ini loh, apply-nya nggak satu-satu orang gitu ya, 10, 20 gitu ya per batch. Karena company-nya ini bukan company kecil, tapi company-nya ini kayak ini loh, apa sih penyedia tenaga kerja PJTK gitu ya, penyedia tenaga kerja, dia mensuplai tenaga kerja ke pabrik, ke warehouse gitulah ya, kayak gitu. Jadi dia butuh orang itu banyak gitu. Jadi sekali dia apply ke Department of Labor itu bisa puluhan gitu, satu batch gitu. Nah, nanti dia dapat labor certificate itu gitu. Jadi bukan company ke kita, bukan dari company ke applicants, tapi company itu ke Department of Labor, Depnaker gitu. Nanti Depnakernya ngasih labor certificate ke company itu gitu. Semoga jelas ya. Kalau belum jelas, boleh nanya lagi. Oh, can we pay the 30,000 US dollars later after we start working in the US? Nah, ini saya jawab. Let me explain in bahasa. Oke, jadi gini ya. Ini green card ini bukan PJTKI gitu. Kalau PJTKI biasanya paspornya ditahan, terus nanti potong gaji. Ya mungkin bayar berapa, terus nanti potong gaji. Kenapa? Karena bisa nahan paspor gitu. Kalau ini soalnya kalau udah green card kita nggak bisa nahan green cardnya gitu. Lu belum bayar ya, belum bayar green cardnya kita tahan, nggak bisa gitu loh. Kalau udah keluar green card ya udah orang itu berhak untuk berangkat dan kita nggak bisa nahan-nahan green cardnya masalahnya. Dan kalau mau nahan paspornya, udah ada green cardnya, ya dia pakai green card, dia kan paspornya udah dicap oleh kedutaan Amerika, kita tidak berhak menahan paspor ataupun menahan green cardnya orang gitu. Nah kalau udah di sana apa sih perusahaannya itu nggak mau tahu urusan bahwa ini orang ini belum bayar apa bayar, nggak mau tahu dia gitu loh perusahaannya itu gitu. Yang penting kita udah hire orang secara legal dan perusahaan itu membayar biaya loh, ada government fee segala macam, membayar biaya juga untuk mendaftarkan Anda ke Department of Labor segala macam tuh ada biayanya gitu. Dan dia nggak mau direpotin apa orang ini udah lunas dengan kita or belum apa, mereka nggak mau gitu, nggak mau tahu, kurang lebih kayak gitu ya. Okay, Tyrone, this is asking about the medical check-up. If, you know, if, what about the refund policy? You know, if, you know, their medical checkup is not that good or something like that, you know. And also, what is required for the medical checkup?
Right. So the medical checkup is actually just very basic to make sure that you're in good health and that you don't have any, I guess, what they call communicable diseases, any highly contagious diseases that could make other people sick. Now, if you are very concerned about your health, like that you think you have a health issue, then we should discuss this, and maybe even you should go to the doctor maybe before we even start the application to get a full checkup and see what your health is. But the U.S. government doesn't stop you. If you have certain diseases, they don't stop you if you have tuberculosis or even HIV. So they'll still accept you. So it's but if you do have if you have a medical condition, you're very concerned about it, then we should discuss it, and then maybe you should even get a health checkup before we start the process. But it's just basic. It's a basic health checkup. Making sure that doing blood tests and making sure you're healthy and in general good health. So it's not a serious medical exam, or it's not a very intensive medical exam.
Oke, jadi udah jelas ya. Apa lagi ya? This one, Tyrone, is interesting. Can a single parent with no marriage and divorce documents but have childbirth certificate can apply?
Sure. Yeah, if you've been divorced and you have a child, that's no problem. Yeah, I mean that's no problem at all. A single person and their child can apply.
Nextnya, current I'm holding tourist visa. Ya, so Bu Yulina mau nanya apa maksudnya? Ya kalau masih punya turis visa tetap aja apply aja untuk EB-3-nya. Kan kalau turis visa kan beda. Ada yang mau ditanyakan langsung aja pakai ini verbal aja, langsung ngomong aja kalau mau. Okay, next questionnya for how we have to work in this company before. For how long mungkin ya? Okay, Tyrone, how long should we work in this company before moving to another company?
You know, I always like to say you are a permanent resident, so you are free to do anything you like. You know, they cannot force you to work at this company or force you to stay for a certain amount of time, but you have made a commitment to this company. And you know, in fact, and you have made a commitment to the U.S. government saying that you do plan to work permanently at this company. But normally, you know, I mean, we say, you know, if you work there for 1-2 years, that's fine. You know, so usually at least a year, I'd say. But you know, there's nothing written into a contract or written into EB-3 law. But I would say you should definitely try to work there for at least a year.
Ada pertanyaan lain sebentar. Udah paham ya? Okay, so yeah, okay, silakan Pak, silakan.
Yes, to Tyrone. Is there any possibility that if I install the rest of the fee that I have to pay from the money that I'm going to earn at the new job?
No, we in fact we're not allowed to make deals like that where you know you go there and work and then pay us. We have to actually collect all fees before, because the U.S. government wouldn't allow us to you know, basically pay, you know, take some of your salary or anything like that. So no, we have to have all the fees paid before you begin your job.
So sorry, I missed the last presentation. So how long do we have to pay for the rest of the 24,000? Say if I'm taking the option 1, so I'll pay down payment 6,000, and then I have to pay 24,000 for the next payment. So how long do I have to pay for that 24,000?
Right, you could pay $2,000 every month for 12 months. So okay, that would equal 24,000.
Yeah, so Tyrone, can you just post, you know, share the payment scheme, please?
There we go. So you can see here we have 3 different payment schemes. One is you make a $6,000 deposit and pay $2,000 per month for 12 months. The other is you make 3 different payments: $8,000 when you sign up, $12,000 when we submit your green card application. That will be in about 6 months. And then finally, once you're approved, you'd make a $10,000 payment. Once you're approved, once your green card is approved.
Jadi gini Pak, yang pertama itu bayarnya bulanan, yang kedua itu per approval gitu. Nanti pertama bayar ya 8.000, nanti udah dapat nih employernya udah dapat labor certificate kan, dikasih tahu nih udah dapat nih. Sekarang udah kita mau masuk tahap kedua yaitu apply green cardnya ke UNSKILLED. Nah itu bayar lagi gitu. Nah nanti yang ketiga bayar lagi kalau udah dapat pre-approval green card-nya dari UNSKILLED, tapi sebelum interview gitu. Nah, dikasih tahu ini udah pre-approval nih, tinggal interview doang. Nah, itu bayar lagi sebelum interview gitu.
Oh, jadi bayar itu 6.000, kemudian 12.000, dan kemudian sisanya gitu, 3 kali gitu ya?
Bukan, kalau yang 6.000 itu entar, jadi misalnya kalau 6.000 itu bayarnya gini, pertama 6.000 ya, terus bulan depannya 2.000 gitu selama 12 kali.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Ya.
Okay.
Nah, kalau yang itu tadi yang per approval itu 3 kali, jadi 8.000, 12.000 sama 10.000 gitu.
Okay.
Gitu. Iya.
Okay, thank you.
Ini Bayu nanya, Tyrone, so if someone already has already got the green card, so when he, apply to go to the, let's say, have a master degree in the university, in the US. So that means he doesn't need to prepare for the IELTS or TOEFL, that sort of things.
Right, right. So let me say this: because you are a new permanent resident, they might ask you to take an English language exam to make sure that what your language abilities are, so that they make sure that you could handle the course load, or handle the education. So you might still be required to take the exam because you're a new permanent resident. So you should, if you're going to do something like a master's degree, then you should have a certain level of English. Now, I don't know if they will require a certain score, but they're going to use it to see if you're qualified, what level of English you do have.
Okay, hopefully kalau belum jelas langsung tanya verbal aja ya, langsung ngomong aja ya. Okay. Tyrone, can you, wait. Oh, how many applicants that has been successfully got the green card through the EB-3? Let me apply first. Let me reply.
Yeah.
Kalau orang Indonesia belum sampai situ karena saya baru mulai tahun lalu. Karena tahun 2020 itu jobnya nggak ada ya. Jadi saya nggak mempromosiin EB-3 gitu. Jadi baru saya webinar pertama itu bulan Agustus tahun lalu. Jadi orangnya belum dapat approval. Tapi kalau Tyrone dia banyak, Vietnam, Kamboja, Taiwan. Tyrone, can you explain about the how many applicants that you have successfully handled from different countries? Because you live, Tyrone ini tinggalnya di Ho Chi Minh ya biasanya. Jadi dia banyak nih kalau dari Vietnam. Okay, Tyrone, go ahead.
First of all, I'll say that every year the U.S. government allows 10,000 people from around the world to do EB-3. So there's a lot of visas. So don't worry, there's a visa for you. My partners and I have been doing EB-3 for about 7 years, and we did a lot from Vietnam. It was a very popular program in Vietnam, where basically our partners, my partner did a lot of them. Did several hundred cases from Vietnam with success. We've done cases from Vietnam now Cambodia with success. And, we're beginning successful cases in Indonesia also. So it's a process, but again, all these countries qualify, and Indonesia qualifies. So, we expect success. There should not be any issue because every country is treated equal.
Ya, hopefully jelas ya. Terus apa lagi ya? Oh, this one, Tyrone. So the 20,000 something annual income is not sure we can have enough, to live in the US.
Right. One of the things I noticed, as I said, I've been traveling around. As you see, I'm still in my travel clothes. America's, it's a lot of things are very cheap in America. I mean, gasoline, food, is all very cheap in America, actually cheaper than a lot of Asian countries. But yeah, and I think that, honestly, I think that you'll be starting out around 30,000. But you're right. Look, it's these are unskilled jobs and they're entry jobs. So it's not big money, right? You're not going to get rich on your first job. But I would say, after 3-4 months, you're going to get a promotion. Your hourly payment will go up, I think, a lot. So, and think of it this way: if you have a husband or wife that goes with you, and even if you worked at the same job and you each made $30,000, so together you made $60,000. That's the average income for a family in America, $60,000 a year. So I mean that's what the average family in America lives on. So yeah, it's not big money, let's be honest, but you can live on it. And you can also start other jobs. You take a second job or start your own business. I mean, there's a lot of other opportunities too.
Yeah, and the job is not, like exactly $20,000, right? Can be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will probably be more, and you're not locked into a contract where they say that's all we're going to pay you. It can change in 2-3 months. They can give you a raise. So, go there, work hard, and you'll be making more money. You become a manager at the factory, for example, and make $60,000 a year.
Okay, Tyrone, can you just share screen one more time related to the job?
Sure.
Tadi sih udah.
Okay.
Tadi sih udah diomongin ya, udah di sharing ya mengenai perusahaannya apa aja. Perusahaan yang apa yang akan hire. Okay, Tyrone, can you tell us the company, the end user, the companies that will hire the applicants?
Yes, sure. Listen, this in Indianapolis, it's a factory. It's a company that makes books, actually puts together books and then ships them out. So, your typical job would be putting the finished books into boxes, taping the boxes, moving them to where they're going to be sent out, doing inventory in the warehouse. That's going to be the basic job. Yeah.
Okay, terus this one I will reply. Mana tadi ya? Pengurusan dokumen nanti dilakukan di kantor Indo atau ngurus dokumennya itu pakai scan semua. Jadi nanti Anda biasanya kalau aku sukanya gini, nanti bikin kayak WhatsApp group gitu ya sama Tyrone sama staffnya ini Ming Nguyen. Terus nanti kita nanti saya sediain Google Docs atau you share lewat WhatsApp itu di grup itu atau by email gitu. Jadi nggak pakai kayak dokumen print gitu, enggak ada print-printan, udah pokoknya scan aja gitu. Jadi nanti biasanya aku pakai Google Docs atau masukin situ aja. Sudah gitu doang. Gampang, pokoknya gampang lah ini kalau EB-3 ini gampang. Ada lagi kalau apa namanya? Mau tanya langsung aja. Ada lagi Bapak Ibu?
Yes, Karen, ada satu lagi Ibu.
Ya, silakan Pak, silakan Pak.
Tyrone, can you so if I'm taking my wife with me, so I have to pay a total of 33,000. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, thank you.
Ada lagi yang mau tanya bahasa Indonesia juga boleh, nanti saya translate.
Pardon, I want to ask. Hello.
Ya, silakan Pak, silakan.
Yes.
Yeah, Tyrone, while our application for EB-3 is successed, then we are moving with the family. My family follow the government program? For example, they have, for example, we not must pay the educational cost for them.
I'm sorry, what type of costs?
For educational, for school, I mean.
Oh, no, public education in America is free. So, at the public schools in America, you get, there's free books, all the sport activities. So if your kids like sports, those are all free. They like music, the music lessons and instruments are all free. So all education in America is free.
No, I mean for the mandatory school, like medium school, like a high school, something like that. Is there at America is free or no for our family?
It's all free. It's free. It's university costs money, but anything from kindergarten to high school is all free in America. University will cost money, but as a green card holder, your children would qualify for government loans for university, for government scholarships for university, so you can save a lot and get local tuition at university. So it'll save you a lot of money for university.
Okay, so the educational and for the medical is covered by the government if we are handled the PR, right? Is that mean?
Right. Education is free, and the company will give you medical insurance.
Only for employee, not include for the
No,
family,
for the
right?
family.
For the
No,
family.
it's for the family.
Oh, include the family. Okay, thank you.
Ada lagi Bapak Ibu, ini saya jawab ya, ini sekalian ya. Bu Anita mungkin bisa dijelaskan, saya kurang paham maksudnya Ibu kayak apa sih? Apply job aja, maksudnya Ibu mau ke sana pakai work visa gitu? Enggak, soalnya kita enggak menyediakan. Jadi gini, employer-nya tidak mengeluarkan work visa. Jadi nanti Ibu ke sana itu udah pakai green card gitu. Statusnya udah permanent resident gitu. Jadi nggak pakai green card dulu, nanti berangkat ke sana dulu pakai green card, enggak. Langsung PR. Atau saya salah, yang dimaksud mungkin beda. Tolong dijelasin, mungkin Ibu langsung aja ngomong gitu, lebih gampang.
Halo Bu.
Oh oke. Ya.
Mau nanya, saya pernah baca itu katanya bisa untuk dokumen itu percepatan pengurusan itu dengan tambahan harga sekitar 1.000 sampai 2.000, apa itu betul?
Kita nggak ngurus ada expediting ya, karena expeditingnya itu bukan dari kita. Kalau dari US government-nya begitu ya udah begitu. Tyrone, share us about the expediting the green card with an additional fees, $1,000, $2,000. Can you explain?
Right. The EB-3 visa does have an expedited process, but we find for unskilled workers it's not successful because they don't want to rush the process. Sometimes for EB-3 workers that are in high skilled positions like nurses, that they save the expedited processing, the fast track for when they see like a national emergency, like during COVID, a lot of Filipino nurses got fast tracked because it was an emergency. They needed nurses in America. But typically for these type of jobs, they won't accept an expedited process. It just doesn't work. They don't see it as kind of an emergency, for you to get these jobs. So we just don't recommend even paying it because it doesn't work, to be honest. So it takes time. You just have to please budget for the time and realize, we're trying to be honest about the timeline here. So you just have to realize that that's what it will take.
Ya, jadi kalau untuk expedite itu hanya untuk jobs yang dibutuhkan. Misalnya dia mungkin butuh nurse kayak gitu. Tapi kalau untuk yang kayak gini enggak. Oke, ini ada lagi. Is there a guarantee? Oh. If the labor letter has been issued, the process will continue. Is there a guarantee that the applicant will get the job and a green card? Kan dapat job dulu emang. Kalau nggak dapat job dulu, nggak di-submit dong dokumennya sama employer-nya. Kalau kamu nggak diterima sama employer-nya, masa dokumen kamu di-submit? Masa employer itu men-submit your data ke Department of Labor? Kan ya enggak. Gitu. Jadi Anda diterima, employer-nya itu menerima Anda dulu. Oh ya, orang ini bisa nih. Aku mau terima, saya menerima karyawan ini, orang ini sebagai karyawan. Nah, baru sama dia dokumen Anda itu di-submit ke Depnaker gitu. Gitu loh. Kalau enggak, ya ditolak dari awal. Makanya kita tuh seleksi dari sini gitu. Saya terutama yang cerewet, yang hobi nolak-nolakin orang. Gitu. Kalau kita nggak serk, kita tolak aja dari awal. Jadi kita make sure kalau orang itu udah udah bikin video, udah bayar DP dan sebagainya, itu kita make sure orang itu pasti dapat labor certificate-nya, pasti lolos gitu. Apa lagi ya nih ya? Oh, Tyrone, yeah, regarding the job opening for 2021, is this the only one? Please explain.
Yeah, right now this is we have this one job offering in Indianapolis. Yeah. This is the only job right now.
Timeline bisa dipercepat. Nah, itu pokoknya tergantung Depnaker-nya, tergantung USCIS, nggak bisa dipercepat. Ya, udah saya jawab ya. How much we earn? Nah, itu ada Mbak di halaman ini yang sekarang ini di screen-nya Mbak Fatima ini kan ada tulisannya salary how much. Itu ada. Jadi itu kayak UMR gitu loh ya. Kalau nanti dapatnya lebih ya alhamdulillah lah gitu ya.
So another question, Mrs. Georgina.
Ya.
If I apply with my spouse, then she handled for the PR as well, so he can working together with me, or
Tyrone, please reply.
working by
Yeah.
herself.
So of course, if you wanted to work together at the same job, I'm sure the company would be happy to hire your wife. But if your wife wants to get a job, outside doing another job, she's free to do that also. She could get any job. She could apply for any job in America. But if she wants to work in the same company with you, the company will be happy to hire her, I'm sure.
No, I meant every single job they can apply if they are handle the permanent resident, right?
Right. Yeah, she can apply for any job in America. If she's qualified. Yeah. So she's free to apply for any job.
So and then if we are already finish our master degree, is there any how to say penyelarasan ijazah itu gimana, Bu? Is there possible or no?
Gimana penyelarasan ijazah untuk?
Jadi gini, misalkan kita di sini sudah handle bachelor atau magister, di sana kita bisa penyelarasan ijazah nggak untuk ningkatin kita misalkan mau cari job yang more profesional gitu?
Oh, itu aku ya. So jadi gini, Tyrone will reply later. Jadi gini ya, kalau nanti saya kasih tahu. Jadi ada badan ya, perusahaan yang melakukan apa istilahnya ya? Yaitu kayak penyelarasan ijazah gitu. Jadi mengkonfirm, ya ini ijazah degree ini setara dengan ini di Amerika. Itu ada, ya West namanya. Salah satunya itu ada. Untuk Kanada, dia melayani hanya untuk Kanada sama Amerika. Iya itu ada. Tinggal bayar berapa ratus dolar. Bayar. Jadi di sini ya kalau mendingan nih kalau aku menurut aku ya udah siapin dulu itu. Gampang kok itu.
Oke, thank you, Bu.
So it's how do I say in English? You know, if they have a degree in Indonesia, how can they have like a how do you say it in English? Like
right, to say it's the same or equivalent as an American.
yeah, it's the equivalence. Yeah, but
You
there's
know, like
somebody
equivalent,
who there's a company who does that. I know because I handle Canada, so
that's
they need
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So
look
Tyron,
like,
one more time. This one. If we have green card, can we lend for much money in some of the US banks, pay installment in monthly to buy anything we want in the US, including home, car, and everything.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. With a green card, it's much easier to go to a US bank and borrow money for a house or for a car. Yeah, because you're a permanent resident. It's much easier to do it then. Yeah. Of course, that's one of the big advantages.
Tyron, can you explain a little bit about this job? So this one is not for the rest of 2022, right? For this job, you know, in Indiana.
This job we will be hiring for this job through probably the month of June. So for the next 6 months. But again, I say, you know, this is a very good location. And always remember, you know, this is just your starting job. So it's not so much about the job. It's about getting the process started and getting your green card.
Ya, one more thing ya. Kalau yang menurut saya tuh kalau yang apply, kalau misalnya suami istri gitu, mendingan ya yang ini kalau pasangannya mau ya, yang apply job itu yang less apa ya, yang kemungkinan untuk dapat jobnya di Amerika itu lebih rendah. Jadi mendingan kalau misalnya salah satu dari Anda itu secara kualifikasi itu lebih rendah, itu mendingan dia aja yang apply job ini. Yang suaminya, yang pasangannya nebeng aja. Toh dapat PR dua-dua kan? Gitu. Nah, kalau udah dapat PR, berangkat ke sana kan udah langsung statusnya PR ya, udah ini aja, apply aja. Gitu. Atau apply dari sini karena kan statusnya udah PR. Gitu. Ada lagi enggak? Bapak Ibu ada lagi enggak?
Mungkin
Sorry, Bu.
satu lagi, Bu. To Tyrone. What is the maximum? What is the maximum age to apply for this EB-3 visa?
Right. You know, there's no official age, you know, limit, but we typically say about age 55. You know, being under age 55 is generally what we recommend.
Under 55 years, yeah, right?
Usually, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Ya soalnya prosesnya itu 2 tahun Pak gitu. So far yang kita ada ya sampai saat ini. I think the oldest one here is 51, I guess. Yeah, Tyron, 50 or 51, right? So
okay.
Far.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
so far.
that's fine. So, you know, if you're in good health, yeah, they don't say any age. So if you're in good health, then, you know, let's talk. But you have to be committed to taking the job. Though. That's the key. If you're really serious about going and working at the job.
Bu Georgina,
Ya,
saya mau nanya, itu yang LGS Staffing itu nama company-nya atau emang kerjasama sama agent di sana?
LGS Staffing itu nama company yang ya jadi yang PJTK-nya gitu. Jadi yang meng-hire Anda gitu. Nanti kan dia menyalurkan ke company ke pabrik kayak gitu. Tyrone, she asked about the LGS Staffing. That's the company who hired the applicants,
Yeah.
right?
Right, that's right, because they actually staff these factories and warehouses, so that it's a good thing for the client because they're flexible, so they always have jobs available, and you know if you did go to Indiana and you weren't happy with the job there, they're able to place you in, jobs in other locations. So, it's a very good thing because and the government likes it because they know that they're always going to have jobs available for you. It's not like you're applying to a small company and maybe the company goes out of business in 1 or 2 years, before you get your green card. So it's a very stable company to work with in this way.
Ya, jadi company-nya itu sebetulnya LGS Staffing itu dia sebenarnya bukan cuma di Indiana ya gitu. Jadi di banyak states sebetulnya. Cuman kalau mulai tahun ini dia bikinnya kayak gitu sistemnya. Udah nih sekarang Indiana dulu. Karena mungkin kalau banyak kayak tahun lalu itu kan, kalau tahun lalu itu orang bisa milih gitu mau di state mana gitu ya. Jadi dikasih beberapa state bisa milih, mungkin kayak banyak orang milih di state tertentu terus state yang lain kosong gitu kayaknya. Atau kota-kota yang lain kosong, orang pada milihnya di sini kayak gitu. Akhirnya kalau sekarang dia bikinnya satu-satu gitu, nanti berapa bulan dia ganti lagi lokasinya kayak gitu. Ada lagi nggak Bapak Ibu? Ada lagi? No? Oke. Ya, ini terima kasih ya atas kehadirannya. Hang on. Hang on. Let me recap first. Okay.
Yeah,
Bapak
no,
Ibu,
of course. No, of course. I don't. No, of course.
Give me 2 minutes. Okay, Bapak Ibu.
I will cut you off. No, please.
Oke, Bapak Ibu, ini untuk yang sampai 28 Februari ini ya. Jadi semua biaya yang di Indonesia-nya kita cover ya. Kalau dokter sih murah lah ya, 200.000 lah paling. Tapi kalau medical exam itu lumayan mahal, 2 jutaan. 2 jutaan lebih ya itu ya, 2-3 juta itu lumayan gitu ya. Dan intinya semua biaya yang timbul di Indonesia itu akan kita cover ya. Plus setelah DP, nah nanti kita refund sibuknya dalam waktu sebulan ya, sebulan setelah itu gitu ya. Oke, ini kontak saya, ini biasanya nanti saya kontaknya dari nomor handphone lain, tapi kalau yang nomor ini biasanya nomor yang untuk disebar-sebarkan ya, untuk nomor bisnis. Anyway, Bapak Ibu nanti silakan menghubungi saya atau saya juga akan follow up Bapak Ibu setelah ini. Terima kasih. Kalau masih ada pertanyaan boleh WhatsApp saya. Nanti kita janjian. Kalau mau serius, lebih serius, nanti kita akan one on one dengan Tyrone. We usually have a one on one Zoom ya, Tyrone, for the
please, we can set up a one-on-one meeting, and I'm always happy to learn more about you, and we can work together to make this work for you and your family.
Ya, oke, terima kasih. Thank you very much. Bapak Ibu.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, have a good afternoon in Indonesia, everyone, and look forward to seeing you soon. Okay. Yeah.